The landscape in the Pacific Northwest oftentimes leaves me speechless. From the incredible ocean views, snow-capped mountains, endless lakes and rivers, and the rolling hills of the wide open plains. No matter which direction you set out to explore, you'll be sure to come across something very unique. For this weekend's getaway, I'm accompanied by a great friend of mine, Hans, and his 14-year-old puggle named Duke. The three of us have decided to venture into the plains of central Washington to witness trails none of us have yet to explore. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to another weekend adventure here. For this trip I have some great company joining me. Hans, he is one of the technicians who does all the magic behind the scenes on getting overland vehicles customly built out, and he works over at Mule Expedition Outfitters and been a great friend, and I'm glad we were finally able to get a trip arranged here for a weekend outing. And when we met up, we actually decided to meet over at Snoqualmie Pass again, kind of similar to the last video. And interesting enough, as opposed to the last trip, temperatures have finally dropped and snow was everywhere. Oh my god, it was amazing to see it. So all the trucks were starting to need to do chains required, and just seeing the amount of snowfall up there, and you could see a lot of the eagerness of people wanting to get out and play in it. People are hiking up the ski resort hills and going tubing and all that good stuff, but nonetheless, great meeting point. And we ended up going over the pass, and we landed outside of Wenatchee here. Very similar to a lot of the landscape that you saw when I went out to Vantage, but this area is just absolutely beautiful, very tucked away, kind of in this canyon type of I don't know, landscape if you will, but very, very awesome, and can't wait to see where the weekend takes us. But nonetheless, we're waking up to a beautiful start to the day. You can probably see my breath here a little bit. I think it got down to about low 20s last night, so pretty cool. But I was able to stay nice and warm inside the iCamper tent. I did bring the insulation tent this time, so that significantly helped. But otherwise, we got some coffee made. A great roaster, The Rock, which was along one of the highways that we were driving in on. Awesome little find, and I love coming across different roasters like that too. Just try out different coffee other than what you can buy in the store. But from that, we got a good cup of coffee going to start our day, get us nice and warm. We got the propane fireplace there. And then I am going to be whipping up some chorizo breakfast tacos for us. So yeah, I know, I'm cooking. So can you believe it? But otherwise, we'll see where the weekend takes us and have some fun.
Gotta treat your gut right.
Oh, that's got a bite to it.
Oh yeah.
What's in it? I taste the pepper.
Orange, ginger, cayenne, lemon, and grapefruit.
All right. Yeah, it bites back at you.
Yeah, it does.
After trying the unique spicy orange drink suggested by Hans, we were soon on our way of getting camp packed up and exploring the area. We found on Gaia GPS a several mile long off-road trail that would take us further into the backcountry, of which made an easy outline for the day's agenda. Tell you what, guys, this is an absolute blast driving on this trail. This is just so much fun and complete 360-degree change of view from what I traditionally explore. So coming out here to Central Washington, my goodness, in any direction you look, there's just stunning views. And according to Gaia GPS here, the trail goes for quite some time still, but nonetheless, we'll just keep exploring it, see if there's like a good, at least designated campsite along the way. If not, we'll probably just circle back and go from there. But regardless, what a fantastic opportunity to be out here exploring, have some great company along the way, and just soaking up even, you know, the beautiful weather that we have too. Not a cloud in sight. We were nearing the end of the trail and seeking out camp. Gaia GPS showed the trail would stop near a small creek, of which descended down a steep road that was largely covered in snow due to the hillside keeping in the shade for a majority of the day. However, once we arrived, we found the site to be less than ideal, as the area seemed to be used for holding past farming equipment. This is the end of the road. Soon after, we simply decided to work our way back out to find a more suitable camp, preferably one we could enjoy the evening sun. So after a large part of the day traveling on the trail here, we're in search of camp for the evening. We came across a really good little spot here that has just some wide open expansive views behind us, but unfortunately it's about 2 o'clock. We got about 2 hours of daylight left and it's already about 30 degrees and quite windy up here. So as amazing as it is, and I would even classify it as epic camp maybe during our warmer months, I think we're gonna give this one a pass just so we don't become icicles in the morning. But nonetheless, it's amazing to still see, and definitely we'll be marking this on the Gaia GPS to kind of reference for the future. But nonetheless, the trail's been a blast. Lots of cool little opportunities to check out some things, even seeing some wildlife. But we'll go ahead and get back in the trucks here and keep working for finding camp. With overnight lows dipping into the mid-20s, we awoke to cloudy skies and light snowfall. Definitely one of the more peaceful starts to the day. Breakfast was an easy one, consisting of eggs, bacon, and hash browns, and soon after we were getting camp packed up for one final stop before heading home. It wasn't too long after until we came across our final point of interest for the trip, Alstown, an abandoned homestead right off the main road. After doing some further research online, Alstown was once the branch of the line of the Great Northern Railroad established around 1915. It was named after Albert Al Luther Rogers, a civil engineer, merchant, and civic leader in the nearby town Waterville. With improved highways and trucking, the Alstown branch was abandoned in 1950. All that remains today is the grain storage facility and a few long vacant homesteads. I love coming across unique finds such as this, as it offers a glimpse of the past and what life was like many years ago. Well, alright guys, it has been one heck of a fun weekend trip. Everything from just expansive, wide open views to blue skies to even snow this morning while cooking up some breakfast. It's just been an awesome time. I'm so glad I was able to finally get out with Hans and do a trip. He's been a large part of helping me with a lot of the aftermarket and custom work done to the truck. So finally glad our schedules were able to align and be able to go out on a trip. But otherwise, it is a cold start to the day as we're working our way back home. I believe it's showing 29 degrees right now, so super chilly. But nonetheless, for those who are interested on just getting some camping ideas and even wanting to look at camping spots that I've particularly gone on, consider supporting on Patreon. It's a great way to not only help keep the channel going, but give you some behind-the-scenes access and details on planning some trips of your own. But nonetheless, guys, I appreciate all your support in any measure. And until next time, safe travels.